My name is Brian Dickie. Currently manage Metro Smart Bar, Chicago. I also do security at Metro Smart Bar. Originally I'm from Calgary, Alberta. I moved to the Chicago area in 1986. My dad's job brought us down here. He's a pilot, and that's just where the next job was. Music for me in my youth was just the escape. I latched onto that first, and then once I saw the hours attached to it, it became employment. I've always been kind of a night owl, and musicians just stay up late, so I can't play a lick of music or an instrument well, but I can serve them drinks. So. No, I tried guitar once or twice. I tried drums once or twice, and just it's like tattoos. I can't draw. My stick people are fat, so I'm the same way with instruments. It just doesn't work out. I'll put on your show. I'll build your stage, but I'm not. It skipped a generation. My first gig in the Chicago music scene was at Chicago Tracks recording studio when it was over by Cabrini Green, kind of at the end of their stay over there. I was working in a mall at the time, and I got a buddy who said they were looking for some people who stay up late and some assistants, and I went over there and I was working for R. Kelly and I was working for Ministry, and that was how my day was split up in the late 90s. I was overnight at a recording studio, so it was a bit of everything. Getting deliveries, getting appointments, getting visitors. Kind of taught me kind of a handler or fixer role at a very young age. Some of Ministry's food orders were always pretty funny. They would leave funny names or order a bunch of food they didn't want, and just to mess with the door guys sometimes, or the first floor staff a little bit sometimes. But mostly pranks, nothing bad. I first started going to Neo just as a patron, very underage, and then got friendly with the staff. I was actually working here at Metro Smart Bar at the time. I did both for a while, and then I just was over there for a good solid decade, kind of just exclusively, and then I was there till it closed down in 2015. I came in as security, and about halfway through my tenure they changed managers, and for the back half I was the head of security until the last weekend. So yeah, at Neo I was the head of security there, and when that wrapped up I kind of came back over to Metro and helped the structure with the security team over here a little bit too. One of the security coordinators over here, and then managed the Metro shows, and then the Sunday drag queen night downstairs in Smart Bar. Genres, I mean, I think I can support anything. I don't like country, but I like pretty much every other genre. I probably have at least one artist or two artists from each genre in my collection. I seek out kind of industrial rock, kind of heavier, louder things, kind of darker things. Some of the shows that I've kind of gone out of my way to see, Massive Attack was just here, and that was probably one of the top 3 rooms I've ever been in. Foo Fighters played here at Metro a couple years ago, and just to see a band that scale in a room this size was another really incredible thing just to be in the room for. I think what's kept it interesting and exciting for me is how the job has changed. When I started, you were getting in bar fights every other night, and now it's, you're talking your ways out of things and you're talking situations down, but you're also dealing with, there are shootings in town. There's active shooters at clubs. There's it's just a different industry, and that changing, and how venues and clubs and bars and the places we go, how they can adapt to that has just been a really challenging and interesting part of my 20 years doing this. Yeah, where I'm at now is wonderful. I've worked places that were very absentee. I've worked places where I never met ownership, management, kind of the 2 or 3 levels above you people. I never met them. And where I'm at now, it's a very good relationship with every single rung of the ladder. We have our annual stuff. Our 23-hour party comes up right after Halloween. We're at Cold Waves right now. We've got some really good rock shows coming this fall. Smart Bar's got some great programming this fall. Queen's got a great winter ahead. They're traveling out of town soon. They're trying Queen in different cities, so it's a busy schedule. My involvement with Cold Waves started out as just kind of what can I help lift? What can I do? Looking at what they had on paper for the first one and what they were trying to do and how short they were doing it, it was just hey, do you guys need anything? I can take the night off of Neo, and ever since then it's been at Metro, and it's been a 2, 3, 4-day event, and we're at the 8th one, and it's getting actually, some parts are getting easier just because repetition, and we all know what we're doing, and we have, certain people for the raffle, and certain people for gear, and certain people for the green room, and certain people are airport pickup people, and so those things all slip in pretty quickly annually. But it's just a great event. It's been a great thing to be a part of. I don't think so much a specific artist. I think Cold Waves for me is just, it's like the coolest little barbecue you've ever been to. It's just all the music you grew up listening to, but they're all hanging out drinking beer in this green room, and they're all getting along, and they all know who you are, and so some of those stories have been great. Just catching up with all and the ministry guys I knew from 20 years ago, and we just slip right back into stuff. So the bands are great on stage, the crowds are great, the whole experience is great, but just that week is really what I'm looking forward to. There's really no one thing.